Hello and welcome to Loud Creations. I'm back. I feel like it's been a minute. In fact, I know it's been a minute. I was looking back through my video history and I was going pretty strong with at least one video a month, if not two or three, for a couple years. And then sometime around spring of 2024, things changed. Well, I'm coming here just to kind of give an update and talk about meads that I have made while I've been away, and yeah, just give an update. So spring 2024, I got back into my regular career. I had taken a break for a couple years, and that's when this mead thing really took off, and I went back. So that's taken up a lot of my time and energy. I also started having some health problems, so I did kind of like an elimination diet where I avoided everything, like alcohol, certain kinds of no processed food, like all the things to try to figure out, what was causing some of the issues I was having. And turns out mead's not one of them, so yay, I get to make more mead, and I have been. And then I stopped in October of 2024 with my candy corn mead, which I have to say turned out great. If you are interested in learning more about that, I have a video right here that you can look at. I only have one bottle left. I didn't think I'd be drinking it, but apparently it was that tasty. So I'm trying to keep one bottle for the 1 year mark, and then I will try to do a tasting, which kind of brings me to where this channel is going, because my life has suddenly gotten so busy. I mean, it's always been busy, but there's a lot going on. 2025 specifically has been a really rough year. I'm all healthy now. I mean, I'm still having I have breathing issues, and then I was getting also skin reactions to something, and I'm still trying to figure out what it is. But thankfully, mead is not the problem. Although, you need to have moderation if you're having skin problems, especially like alcohol. It's not going to help that. Yeah. So 2025 so far, I'm in America. And I think a lot of the people who watch my channel are, and I hope you all are doing well. It's been a rough ride. I don't watch the news or do I try to avoid that. I mean, obviously I know what's going on to a degree, but for my own mental health, we've been getting into gardening and just the things that we like to do. And because my schedule is just so insanely busy, I don't have the time or energy to record every single time I make mead. I still enjoy making mead, but the part that I enjoy most is researching and figuring out the recipe and looking at the folklore around it and all of those other elements. And so going forward, my channel is going to be mostly talking about the mead. Obviously, I'm going to share it, and I can share generally how I made it, but I'm not going to be recording the process. I have plenty of videos. You can look at my playlist where I show how I make the mead. There's also a lot of other channels that get even more into the details of what you need and how to make mead. So if that's what you're looking for, please go look at my 2024, 2023 videos. I have videos of every single mead that I made. So something really heavy happened in my personal life in 2025. I had a dear friend of mine that I'd known since we were 12 or 13 take their own life, and it has been a really it's the first time I've experienced this, and the grief process has been pretty intense. And part of that is realizing how much I was just my head down trying to get through life and not living my life since 2024. So here I am back trying to live my life. Their decision really kind of lit a fire under my butt that I need to live my life. Now I have even more of a reason to live my fullest and my best life. And so I started making mead again. And here's my spread. I have to say there is one that's missing that we drank because it was so good. My friend who passed away, she was Hawaiian, and so that's what prompted making some of these meads here. So for the rest of this video, I was just going to share the meads that I've made, give kind of an update, and then going forward, I'm going to try to do a video for each batch that I make. But like I said, I probably will not be recording the whole process. So to start with, I couldn't find guava to save my life, and I wanted to make a guava mead. And so out of desperation, this was back in April, I made Pog Mead, you know, the drink Pog. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It's tasty, but it's mostly sugar and water. It's not very much fruit in there, but it tastes good. And so I made a Pog Mead, and I actually just bottled it a couple weeks ago, and it was only like not even a gallon. It ended up being like maybe 3/4 of a gallon, and we drank it. It's gone. It was so good. It tasted like Pog. It was really good. So if you want to make a juice mead that doesn't really have actual fruit in it, Pog is the way to go if you like that kind of drink. But after that, I tried doing, this is my guava, but this is like a Kern's guava, you know, that has kind of like pureed guava in it. And you can see this has been sitting since April, so it's at least 3 months in. It's not clearing out. At the bottom here you can see all of the like pulp and everything from the guava, and again, this beverage has a ton of sugar added. Let's see what I did. I used lemon zest, and then the Kern's Guava Nectar, and also the juice of half a lemon, I think. So again, with my channel before, I was keeping a spreadsheet. I kept track of every single thing I did. I have a notebook where I wrote all of my recipes, and this time around, I'm just kind of doing it. So I'm going to try to be better going forward. But so long story short, this is guava nectar with lemon zest and a little lemon juice added. And then a couple weeks after it got started, I added a half a cup of honey to sweeten it. And with all of these, I basically just use 3 pounds of honey, give or take, usually a little less because I'm impatient and don't want to wait for the whole bottle to drip out. So this one I have not tasted yet. I'm looking into filtering my mead as a way to stabilize it. Anybody has any information or suggestions in that realm, please let me know in the comments, because stabilizing my mead has been the biggest challenge for me as far as like what works best. I feel like pasteurizing changes the flavor. I don't want to add whatever chemically stuff to my mead. And so I read up a little bit on filtering it, and it sounds like it might be an option, but it can be a little expensive at first to get the equipment. Anyway, I'm going off tangent. All right, so there's that guava. And then I found guava. Yes, and look at this one's clearing out nicely. There's a ton of sediment at the bottom. I started this at the beginning of May, and this is actually with guava, and I used 4 strips of orange zest. So I'm kind of doing an orange guava plus some of the juice, a 1/4 cup of orange juice, fresh squeezed. I used pectic enzyme, and I fed all of my mead. I give them Fermade O. I ran out of Go Firm, so for some of these I didn't use Go Firm. And again, if you want to know more about that, you can look at my older videos from 24 and 23. I have more in there about that kind of stuff. I did check this back a couple weeks in and racked it, and it was still fermenting. This looks like it's done. It's not bubbling anymore. Everything's fallen to the bottom. So my next step is to bottle this. I did I added some honey when I racked it. I didn't mark how much, of course, but you know, I'm trying to lay off the sweetener. I've back sweetened a little too much for a lot of my meads because I like things sweet, but I don't think it's necessary. Got to get a taste for drier meads. Let's see, what are we doing next? Oh, I forgot you. I forgot this one. So this one I started at the end of April as well. And so these first few, these are the ones that were inspired by my friend. And I was trying to go with a Hawaiian theme. I looked up herbs and different flowers or fruits that are associated with Hawaii, and some of the herbs I wasn't able to get. But I did do, this was actually, I think, before the POG. Let me see what I have here. So this is mango, orange, lemon, and hibiscus. So I made a hibiscus tea, a really strong tea, and then I added orange zest and lemon peel and a little bit of lemon juice, and then I fermented on, I want to say 2 pounds of mango, and then I racked it off and added a half a cup of honey, and it's been sitting ever since. And it doesn't look particularly clear either. So I'm interested in this filtration process. We'll see if I ever get there, but okay. And so it looks like I made, I kind of went to town actually. I have 2 lemon balms. So if you've watched any of my prior videos, I have a ton of lemon balm in my yard. It's, the more I clip it, the more it grows, right? So it's everywhere. And I just don't have it in me to like tear it all out. So I try to make things with it. And so I made these 2 lemon balm meads. One is a lemon balm berry, and this is a lemon balm lemon mead. For the berry, I used 2 pounds of mixed berries. And once I racked it, I added a half cup honey to back sweeten. I'm sure it fermented more after that point. And then for the lemon one, I used 1.5 lemons. So it's a lot of lemon juice. I'll probably need to back sweeten this even more. I did use a little lemon zest. And then I did a half cup honey here as well. And I have not tasted these, and these have been sitting since the end of May, so they're really not that old yet. And those will, I'm hoping to bottle all these, but again, I want to get a filter. I want to see what the filtration thing's all about. All right, so I'm going to put these back in my, all of these have been sitting in a dark closet, just doing their thing. I kind of put them in there and forget about them. And this one I started most recently, and it's looking a little low. But this is my lemon balm blueberry. So a lot of lemon balm. It's going to be lemon balm for a while here. So I'm doing a spiced blueberry or blueberry pie mead with this. So I did, as with all the lemon balm, I grabbed a whole big bunch of lemon balm, roughly chopped it, and then did a strong tea with, I put my orange and lemon peels in there as well, if that's part of the recipe. And then let's see, for this one, I did the lemon balm tea, and then I added 1 cinnamon stick and 2 vanilla beans that I split down the middle, and I added that to my tea. And then when I poured, I took the lemon balm out, but I left the cinnamon and the vanilla in fermentation. I did the 3 pounds of honey, and used 2 pounds of frozen blueberries for initial fermentation. And then I racked it back into one of these guys. And as you can see in there, there is a bag of, I want to say like a pound of blueberries that I wanted to put into secondary to get more of the blueberry flavor. I took out the vanilla bean and the cinnamon stick when I racked this. And this is about, let's see, where am I at? I need to... So on the 4th of July is when I added these blueberries, and now it is the 10th of July. So I'm going to be taking these blueberries out. I'm not doing it right now because I don't have all my equipment sanitized. And I would love to just have a space to make mead, but I'm doing it in my kitchen, and my kitchen can be a really busy place. But I'll get to this eventually. I'm really excited for this one just because it's going to be so fruity and berry, and I use anytime I'm using like fruit and I'm fermenting on it, I do use a pectic enzyme. And then let's see, I also added, so when I racked this, I added more honey too, and I want to say like a half a cup of honey. And that's it. That's all the meads that I've made. This video isn't like a how-to or, you know, I hope it was useful though, to give some ideas on the different types of meads that can be made. And like I said, going forward, I am going to really just talk about my process for coming up with the recipe and the thoughts behind that. And then I have other projects. Like right now I'm making some sauerkraut, and, you know, like fermentation, we make our own probiotic pop or soda pop with juice. So I might be adding videos. I hope it falls into the realm of fermentation. I also like to make extracts, which I think I have a couple videos on already. And if I do any art, I'm thinking maybe of doing like live streams where I can sip on some mead and do some art and chat with you guys. If that's something you're into, let me know in the comments. So that's about it for this video, and I will be back hopefully within a couple weeks with another mead. I'm gonna get back on my moon schedule, so starting my meads on the new moon and racking on the full moon, and it really kept things organized for me. So I'm going back to that. So I will be back in a couple of weeks. Take care.